Game Grab! Hello all my sleepy bears, my name is Chronically Blue, and welcome to something new. I apologize if the mic quality is not the best. This is, of course, on my phone. Here we have a retro game treasure subscription box. This is a subscription box where you put the game systems you have, the games that you want, the games that you do have, and they send you 3 to 5 games for one low price. And I've used this subscription before, and it's been really fun, and now I'm like, okay, I kind of want to keep going. So let's go ahead and see what we have inside. What? Nope. So yes, it entirely says thank you for your subscription and some other stuff here. We have Sega Club Wacky Worlds Creativity Studio for the Genesis. No idea what that is, but I'm assuming it's like Mario Paint, but the Genesis version. Shooter Starfight Sanvain. Never heard of this game before, but it looks like it is a 3D space shooter. And yeah, I think it'd be cool. We have This Is the Police for the PS4. Yes, take a moment to realize that the PS4 is now retro. I know that hurts you. I have not played this game. I've seen it in like the stores a few times, specifically on like the PlayStation Store. That's about it. Haven't really thought about it, but now I have it, so now I can give it a try. As well as the Fauna game, which I'm just gonna shake out over here because they put the thing on the back of it. We have Microsoft Company Store purchase. I'm kidding. We have Blinx the Time Sweeper on the Xbox. So I do want to say a few things about this specifically. You can choose the kind of collector that you are. I'm like, hey, I like playing games. I don't care about the condition as long as the games work. So that's why this one has like a really big sticker on it. Yes, I'm going to do a new thing where anytime I get a treasure box, I'm going to spend about like 5 or so minutes on each of these games and put it all into one big video. So with that being said, let's look at the first game. Hello, my sleepy bears. My name is Chronically Blue, and welcome to Game Grab. I hope you like the little intro. I whipped it together. I very much like it. What is Game Grab? Game Grab is where I grab a bunch of games and I go through and I play them without having touched them yet. This one is specifically from Retro Game Treasure. However, we are currently looking at Blinx the Time Sweeper on the Xbox. Now, I don't have any experience with the first game. I have lots of experience with the second game. Blinx the Time Sweeper 2 and the Bad Piggies, or the Time Crystal, one of the two. I play that game a whole lot. This game is definitely the first one in the series, so it definitely shows its rough edges, for lack of a better term. The time sweep begins. Defeat all the time monsters. You found a time crystal. Look for the time crystals of the same crystal, of the same color. Collect all 4, and you get 2 things. Collect 3, you get 1 thing. If you collect 4 of a different kind, they all do nothing. We can pause, rewind, fast forward, record, and slow down time. That's right, they put the ability of time control in the hands of a cat. Why that is, I don't know, but we got a secret cat medal. There's a lot of them in the game, and if we go and collect them all, we unlock some cool stuff. There's some trash, because not only is this cat able to control time, he also has a vacuum cleaner. Does it make sense yet? I hope it does. So yes, we are a cat that goes around and we vacuum up a bunch of trash, shoot it at monsters, collect time crystals in order to pause time and manipulate it to our own beings so we can make it look, we can do stuff. Not a lot happens in the first game. I've only played the first 2 levels here. I'm only showing off the first level. And in the second game, there's a lot more stuff. Nothing too, fantastic, but, the level design's a lot better. It looks a lot more cool. They still have the cat medals. However, you can also play as the Bad Piggies, which is the enemy team, where you get... Not only are you able to create your own cat, you can also create your own pig. And the pigs go through and they have some time abilities as well, but mostly they just, do gags and such in order to get rid or distract the little cat guards. It's really cool. There's a lot to that game. There's a whole lot. It definitely takes a while. There's 5 levels each, and there's even boss battles. There's a awesome versus mode. There's a whole lot in the second game. I'm not sure about this game. Again, I've only played it throughout the first 2 levels. I've been busy sleeping and just getting stuff ready for everything else. We have a little button here, if you stand on it, he does a cute little cat hop and it blows out bubbles! Who doesn't like bubbles? Bubbles are so fun. And those pyramids are not the fast forward button, they're actually gold, which we use in order to upgrade our vacuum, in order to get a higher capacity, as well as they will also allow us to get extra lives, get food, get time crystals before we go into a level. So they found a lot of different ways in order to make everything come together, so it's really cool. But yes, that's just more or less the basics of Blinx. Oh, we still have some monsters left, so we cannot exit the game unless we shoot and kill all the monsters. And now we can go to the goal gate. So glad we did that. That really made a big little difference. But yeah, so we've gone ahead and completed the first level of Blinx the Time Saver. If you enjoy it, please let me know. The video's not over yet. We're just doing a little brief, like, 2 to 5 minute look at the game so that we can try to keep it, like, nice and small. So that way it's not like a 30-minute video here. So yes, we did find one of the cat medals. It doesn't do anything yet, but it will soon. And at least that is if we continue this game. Which I highly doubt it, but if you enjoy it, then maybe we'll come and take a look at it. Okay, and there's also the shop here, which being unlocked after stage 1, we can look here. There's a retry holder, a time holder, some vacuums, and a red set of suit, which just makes this look spiffy. Not a whole lot to it, but they definitely add a lot more stuff in the second game. So again, if you can't tell, I'm pretty biased from the second game. I normally don't like playing the first game. I don't like playing the second game before the first game, but that's kind of what happened here. And we have a Sega Genesis game now. What is it? What do we got? I can't read. Wacky Worlds. We got Wacky Worlds for the Genesis. You're going to notice that this one is a lot less than 5 minutes. This is roughly about 2 minutes or so. There's not a lot here. This is one of those, like, sticker book games, kind of like, I wouldn't even say, like, Mario Paint, like, even more bare bones than that. You can move stuff, destroy stuff, add stuff, change the music, but there's not, like, a music maker. There's just, like, a bunch of different instruments, so you can change how fast and slow they go. You move stuff around. There's nothing to do here. The whole idea of it is how, like, you can make your own greeting cards or whatever, bring it to a friend's house, plug it into the Genesis. Haha, I called you a poopy face on the Genesis. Ha ha ha. That's about it. That we can recolor some of the enemies. Again, nothing too crazy. There's not a lot here. This was definitely just a bit of a throwaway game. So, you know, it's here. That's about as much as I got. And while this is going on, I want to tell you about the other game that I got that I will not be showing off. One game I got that I will not be showing off is This Is the Police for the PS4. It's a bit of a visual novel police game where you play as a police officer, you make choices and such. I didn't include that in this one just because it is rated M for mature, and visual novels are not really my thing. They just seem kind of slow to me. So I figured I wouldn't, like, include that, especially if I'm not planning on doing that for, like, a long-term thing. So I just went ahead and saved you some of the trouble on that one. However, we do have another game after this, so stay tuned. We do have the ability to go through and look at a bunch of random stickers. Some of them move, some of them don't. Again, this one's really bare bones. You can understand why I only did 2 minutes of this one. And thankfully, we've gone ahead and moved away from that. We're now moving on to the PlayStation, where I got this game, but it has a very unique title. It's like Shooter Star Fort 3D. It's like 3 different names on it. But this is more or less if... I'm trying really hard to, like, describe this game, actually. It's kind of like Star Fox in an arena, but 2D, 2.5D-ish. Basically take, like, a regular shooter, and it's in, like, an arena, and each time you beat the level, you get to choose the next level you go on to. There's 3 different, like, types of sub-weapons you get to choose from. This game actually came out the year I was born. Wow, that's fun. I like to go to the options of every game. You're going to notice that a lot just because I like to make sure that everything is all correct. I see that if we do well enough, we can unlock a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure what that stuff is, but, you know, if I was someone in, like, apparently the year 2000 that had a PlayStation 1, I wouldn't hate this. It'd be a nice time killer. Yes, we can do the spread shot, okay, we're gonna do that one, and then we get to choose a special weapon of either the laser, the mine, or the other one, or the homing missile. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we have here. There's a few different stages that we can choose from. There's 5 stages in total. So we're going to escape from St. Shuts. I kind of like the industrial music here. Yeah, so there's 3 different bosses. There's a bunch of levels we get to go through. We're starting on the first level. Not a lot to do here. You're just shooting at the targets, as they obviously put it. You have to be really careful, though, because with some of the weapons, when you're not moving and just firing, it'll just, like, it'll stagger you back a little bit. So you just want to, like, avoid everything. You don't exactly have lives. If you get hit, then you just lose the time. Yeah, it goes by time instead of lives. I do like that a little bit. So that way you're not like, oh man, I lost my final life at the boss. It's like, well, I ran out of time because I took too long trying to fight the boss. It's better and worse at the same time. You know, it has its pros and cons. Speaking of boss, here we have the first one. The boss it's a boss, go figure. They have a lot of health, they can do special attacks, and they're just trying to, you know, eliminate us. And if you get hit, you lose 90 seconds. That's a lot, especially when the timer is going down really fast. I promise I did not speed up this footage. That timer is really just going down way, way too fast. Let's see if we're able to beat this boss. I don't know if we're going to be able to. And they're still at like, oh, the time's going down really fast. We only got 2 minutes left. Check that, make that 10 seconds. Make that 0 seconds. So yes, we got a time over. And it looks like that is the end of this episode's Game Grab. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Big shout out to Loot Crate. I can't wait to get their next box. Thank you all for watching Super Bears. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Game Grab. Thank you for watching.